In the next lesson of building an incubator machine, we are going to start working on menu creation. In this session, our goal is to design and implement the menu system together. As you remember from the previous sessions, we already connected the LCD menu to the Arduino Uno, added 3 buttons, one for the menu, one for increase, and one for decrease, and connected the humidity and temperature sensor to the Arduino Uno. We displayed the temperature, humidity, and the set temperature values on the LCD. Previously, I explained that if a certain digit was selected, we would decrease the temperature, and if it was another digit, we would increase it. But now I'm making a small change. At the moment, the increase and decrease buttons only change the temperature. What I want to do now is create a menu system so that when we move to a specific menu item, the increase and decrease buttons will affect that item only. Let me explain exactly what I mean. I assigned pins 6 and 7 to the increase and decrease buttons on the Arduino Uno. Pin 8 is assigned to the menu button. Now I go to pin 8 and I completely remove the previous code related to temperature increase-decrease because I no longer want temperature control to be direct like before. Instead, I define a new variable at the top called something like int menu equals 1. I set its default value to 1. I could start from 0, but I prefer to start from 1. Now I go into the loop section, and before the delay, I handle the menu logic. In fact, it's better to put this logic at the very beginning of the loop so everything is clear before anything else happens. I use an if statement. I could also use switch, but I'll use if here. So I say, if menu equals 1. What does that mean? Each menu number corresponds to a specific parameter. To avoid confusion, I add comments at the top of the code. 1 equals temperature, 2 equals humidity, 3 equals motor, 4 equals lamp. So menu 1 equals temperature, menu 2 equals humidity, menu 3 equals motor, for example, to manually rotate the motor or change its angle. And menu 4 equals lamp, manual lamp switching. As I mentioned before, lamps usually work automatically. If you have 2 lamps, one is the backup. If lamp 1 burns out, the system switches to lamp 2. But sometimes we may want to change them manually, so we add that option. Now, if menu equals 1, I paste the temperature increase-decrease code that I previously cut. If button 6 is pressed, temperature increases. If button 7 is pressed, temperature decreases. That finishes the first if. Then I write, else if menu equals 2. Menu 2 is humidity. I copy the same structure but replace temperature variables with humidity variables. I define a float variable, float th equals 60. Most incubators work around 60% humidity, so I set it as the default. Humidity is adjusted by whole percentages, not decimals. So when the increase button is pressed, I add +1, and when the decrease button is pressed, I subtract -1. Now I must display the set humidity on the LCD. Previously, we only displayed the actual temperature and humidity. So I go to the LCD display section and add another line to show set humidity equals th. I adjust the cursor position so it fits correctly on the LCD. Now I compile the program. It compiles successfully. I upload the hex file. This is just simulation. You don't need to learn this part. When I run it, I see H equals 80%, actual humidity. TH equals 60%, set humidity. Great. Now humidity increase-decrease works and displays correctly. Next, we need to show the current menu mode on the LCD, so the user knows whether they're adjusting temperature, humidity, motor, or lamp. I define a string variable, string menu name equals temp. By default, it shows temp. Now, if menu equals 1, menu name equals temp. If menu equals 2, menu name equals humid. If menu equals 3, menu name equals motor. If menu equals 4, menu name equals lamp. I copy and paste these conditions for all menu states. For menus 3 and 4, we only display the name, not increase-decrease values. The increase-decrease buttons only affect menus 1 and 2. Now I go to the LCD section where the clock is shown and add lcd.print, two spaces, lcd.print menu name. This way, the active menu is always visible. I compile again. There was a small error because I forgot a semicolon. I fix it, compile again, and now it works. When I press the menu button, Temp, Humid, Motor, Lamp, Temp loops back. Now I test humidity adjustment. Humid selected. Increase, decrease works perfectly. Same for temperature. So now our menu system is fully functional. Next, we move on to relay control. Pins 9, 10, 11, and 12 are assigned to relays. Pin 9, lamp 1, pin 10, lamp 2, pin 11, humidity fan, pin 12, motor. Relays are low active, meaning low equals on, high equals off. I define a variable. Int lamp equals 9. By default, lamp 1 is active. Now for temperature control. If the actual temperature, T, is greater than or equal to the set temperature, TT, I turn the lamp off. Digital rate lamp equals high. If the temperature is less than or equal to TT minus 0.1, I turn the lamp on. Digital rate lamp equals low. This 0.1 degrees C hysteresis is very important. Without it, the relay would switch on and off rapidly, which is very bad. For humidity, we don't need hysteresis because the fan is low power, so simple on-off is fine. Now for the motor, when menu equals 3, pressing the increase button activates the motor relay, pin 12, releasing the button stops it. This allows manual motor control. And that completes temperature control, humidity control, menu system, LCD display, and relay logic. In the next session, I will fully explain relay wiring, pin assignments, and automatic lamp switching in detail.